March Madness is here. The Cougs begin their quest for a championship on Friday night. So does Texas A&M. Texas plays on Thursday. Texas Tech plays on Thursday. Is that all the Texas teams? Mm-hmm. Did I get everyone?
You said TCU?
TCU, when do they play?
I don't.
TCU's also in the tournament.
I know they're in ninth.
Listen, I'm not going to lie. I haven't even looked at the bracket. I wait until like Wednesday. I know who the favorites are in most of the brackets.
Sure.
Wednesday, the day before, that's when I finally fill it out. But I do know there's a ton of Texas schools and a ton of Big 12 schools in.
Yeah.
I do a gut reaction, hot off the presses.
Same.
Just let's put some teams through.
Yeah.
And then I do a second, like, all right, now let's actually think about this.
Here,
Yeah.
I can give you the odds for all the Texas schools right now for mybookie.ag. After the Cougs, who are at plus 575, you have you have Baylor at plus 3,500. You have Texas Tech at plus 9,500. Texas at plus 10,000. TCU at plus 12,500. I'm looking for where the Aggies are because I know that the Aggies are in there. They're plus 15,000. So they seem to have the longest odds of anybody coming out of the great state of Texas. And unless there's another Texas school on this list that I'm unaware of being in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a mid-major Texas school.
No, it's because TSU didn't make it this year for the first time in 3 years. So Texas A&M's funny because this is why I love March Madness. Because, and we were just talking about a little bit during the break, how they do the bracket is a total joke. They don't actually do this based on teams. You have Nebraska versus Texas A&M. Texas A&M's new athletic director came from Nebraska last week. They're playing them in the men's and women's bracket.
Yeah,
in the first
round matchup in both the men's and women's bracket.
Like in the East this year, you have 3 of the 4 Final Four teams from last year playing. Texas A&M, according to Joe Lunardi, was a first team out. They were on the next 4 out. So they were one of the first 8 teams out. They win 2 SEC tournament games. And now they're a 9 seed?
Yeah, because they're a basketball school.
They're
a basketball school.
It's just crazy how much it all changes for nothing.
And they're 9 seeds so they can play the number 1 seed, Houston.
Yeah. And then North Carolina, Purdue, and Houston all lost their tournaments and all are still the 1 seed.
Oh, wow. You sound very upset about that.
I mean, Houston got smoked.
Yeah, and they should have been the number 1 overall seed.
Sorry.
I mean, how many Big East teams got into the NCAA tournament?
I guess 3.
Yeah, and so UConn playing a bunch of cupcakes in the Big East. I can't believe I'm saying that. I would never said that 10 years ago. A bunch of cupcakes in the Big East.
You said that 3 years ago.
East Coast bias and all these cupcakes in the Big East and UConn. Oh, look at us. We're the number 1 overall. We lost to effing Creighton. Yeah, it's outrageous. It's unfair. Cougs should be number 1.
Honestly, though,
number
the
1.
UConn bracket's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, Iowa State. Good luck, UConn.
I think it's 5 different conference tournament winners because they also have Auburn in there.
Oh yeah, because Auburn got hot.
It's a crazy bracket.
Well, Illinois too, right? Illinois won the Big Ten.
Illinois won the Big Ten.
And then Iowa State. Yeah, it's a gnarly you have the Big 10, the Big 12,
and the Big East.
The Big East, the SEC,
Little East,
all in the same conference winner. What a bracket that is.
Congrats, UConn.
But the
congrats.
But the Cougs are number 1, and they might be in trouble. They might be in trouble.
Why?
Well,
injuries,
curses.
Oh,
they've opened the door to curses, and the number 1 sports curse of all time. Yesterday,
this is the number 1 sports curse of all time. Okay, now I'm really waiting. What are we about to talk about here?
Drake. Drake's
Houston native Drake.
Drake's a Coug.
What's wrong with that?
I want to present you with a little something, Drake. You're on U of H jersey. And 24 is going to be a big special year for U of H.
Well, hang on. It's not like Drake all of a sudden bought the Cougs jersey on his own. The Cougs, a generous university, the premier university of Texas, they are giving him the jersey because he's a Houston native. Totally different.
I hope you're right. Because he wears the Kentucky jersey. He warms up with the Kentucky players. They lose.
Listen.
He wears a jersey. They lose.
It's more of an issue if Ted Cruz put on a Cougs jersey.
I don't know what's worse, to be honest.
Also, There's a lot of tournament left to play, Paul. There's a lot of tournament left to play.
I don't want Drake on my team.
Why not?
Drake's a bad juju.
You also got the Kardashian curse with LJ Cryer and Jamal Shed being
Part of Skims.
Yeah, getting
No.
NIL deals.
NIL
with
deals.
Skims.
I don't know if this applies.
Why not?
Because I feel like you have to be like, with the Kardashian for the curse to apply.
Yeah, I think you're right on that front.
Hopefully. They're going to prove us right or wrong.
I'll tell you. They're in hot water on both accounts.
Yeah.
Both letting Drake into their program
And the Kardashians.
letting the Kardashians into their wallet.
You can come back from dating a Kardashian. Did you see that Lamar Odom's starting a podcast with Caitlyn Jenner?
Yep.
He's back.
Yep.
Lamar Odom's back.
Boom.
The Cougs have bad juju right now.
I look, the injuries are kind of annoying because it does feel like, what was
Yeah,
it?
they're
Juwan
annoying.
Roberts hurt his shin, but it looked
Yeah.
really bad when he did on Saturday. And they're saying all the right things though. You had Jamal Shed after the game. Shed saying to everybody, like, yeah, we're not feeling sorry for ourselves. This is what it's all about. Yeah, tough program. And then, the best part, after losing to Iowa State, getting decimated, Kelvin Sampson, we lost the battle. The war is about to begin.
I did enjoy that.
Dude. I'm right back in here.
Yeah, that is like is he in like a movie of some sort? Like
No,
did he
he's just
deliver
the
that
greatest
line
coach.
in a trailer of a movie?
Yeah.
He's just the best coach in Houston right now. Sorry that you can't handle that mentality. You know?
I just think it's a great quote.
If they do win the
You're being very
championship,
defensive about the Cougs.
I am, because I am the biggest kook
Anything
here.
that is not us, like being able to barely talk because our mouths are full with the Cougs. It gets a pushback
it's
from
just
you.
like, I'm sorry.
Not full enough.
Look, they're checking all the wrong boxes, okay? Drake, they're Kardashians.
But they're offering it to Drake, and the Kardashians are not
there's-
offering
You don't think Drake is
there's
gonna?
one more.
Bouquet.
You don't
There's
think
one
he's gonna
more.
have an Instagram story with him wearing the Cougs jersey after they beat Longwood in the first
Bingo.
round?
Bingo.
Being like, love my Cougs.
And here's the other
Just
one, too.
Put 500,000 on them.
You know who
Jersey.
loses every single year besides twice with the Astros? Every team that Mattress Mac bets on. Every horse he bets on, every team he bets on, and he's already put $1 million on the Cougs this year. Mattress Mac is also bad juju. I got bad Cougs vibes. I hope for Jeremy Branham and your sake, because you're the number one Cougs
I'm
fan.
a
on
bigger
the
Cougs
station.
fan than Jeremy.
I
Everyone
hope,
knows that.
I hope you're right, but
The Mattress Mac thing doesn't bother me. People gamble on lots of stuff.
yeah, but he's always wrong. He's always wrong.
He gambles on the wrong stuff.
Yeah, he always. I know he bets on just the local teams.
But then the business that he gets,
Good for him.
he's a mogul.
It doesn't
Mattress
help.
Mac, I'm willing to
look,
stand up
Help
for you
the
here.
James Harden Rockets.
These guys are slandering Mattress Mac's financial decisions that he doesn't think that we're big boys enough to do on our own here in Texas. He knows better though. Mattress Mac knows better. I'm buttering the biscuit.
Even though
What
he
are you guys looking at?
constantly
I hope you're right.
bets.
I hope you're right. I want the Cougs to win the national championship this year.
Yeah.
When I get to LaBerge on Friday, I'll bet on the Cougs win the national championship.
But I don't know though. I don't know if you're allowed to because you're bringing up all these bad vibes. Like, sorry that the most welcoming
The
city in the
vibes are
country
bad.
is welcoming Drake on the bandwagon.
I don't like Drake.
He's being allowed on the bandwagon. He's not jumping. They are inviting him on. There is a difference.
That's almost worse.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's better.
You're bringing in.
That's
You're
Kentucky literally letting them do shoot around with the team.
yeah. You're inviting the bad juju.
As long as you
That team had 10 NBA players on them, went undefeated until the Final Four.
you know,
lost.
Drake could learn a thing or two from Kelvin Sampson.
We could all learn a thing or two from
Agreed.
Kelvin.
Yeah. So I feel like the Cougs aren't just welcoming on the bandwagon. They're going to teach them some things about a little game that we like to call life. Kelvin Sampson is leader of men, like Chris Broussard claims to be on his Twitter bio.
Does he really?
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
What a
I
loser.
blocked him.
Is the man?
I blocked him for that.
What a loser.
Literally blocked him. I was like, "This is the worst thing I've ever seen. I hate you."
He's my least favorite person in sports media. Chris Broussard.
I did like that one time though when he dropped an R bomb on TV.
It was wild. And then when he tried to justify it.
That's how he stays out of the first four out for me. Is that clip?